Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay, back here with another vid. Ain't seen y'all in a hot second, and that's, hey bro, we not even going here to talk about excuses. This video is about improving your life. I want to talk about some changes that's going on in my life, what steps I'm finna take, and yeah, we just gonna chop it up. And I feel like I've been neglecting y'all. We built a family, community, and I ain't been holding up my end of the bargain. So my apologies, getting a lot more consistent on the vids, and we finna just tap into a whole new level of self. So let's hop into it. First thing first, as y'all can see in the background, I'm in the trenches. I'm in Arlington, Texas, if y'all familiar. This is the apartment I've been living in since I've moved out my pop's crib. If y'all remember, I was staying there when I first came to Texas. Moved out of there, got this apartment, been here the last 2 years, just grinding, just trying to make it happen, man. Just trying to get my money up, trying to get my life up, trying to get to a position where I'm, in a better position type shit. So shit, works out. As long as you stay consistent, it's gonna work out in the end. So, I started making a little bit of money, man. I'm making about 10K a month now, a little bit more than that. And I decided they kicking me out the crib, some construction shit, trenching shit going on. And I was already planning on moving to Dallas in July. When my lease was up, I was already, plotting that in my head. Sped it up a little bit. I got approved for the apartment today, so that's a blessing. Application got approved, so I'll be moving into there next week. And yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about that and that transition and what that's doing for my mindset. A lot of other bullshit going on, but we ain't gonna talk about that in this video, maybe in a future video. But yeah, I just see that, this was been an era in my life, a time in my life, and I'm just ready to elevate to the next level. Being here got me to where I'm at now, and I'm not saying that I'm not satisfied or I'm not proud of myself. I definitely am. I know what it took for me. I've been at this entrepreneurship for the last 5 years, trying to get it together, trying to get my, upgrade my life. Still, I guess health took a back seat when I started to get more on wealth. So, just getting back to the basics, man. My boy Gabe, shout out Gabe. He always say, keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. And to me, that's looking at the 3 major areas in your life: health, wealth, relationships. And a lot of times, they're going to stem off each other. When you become your best version in all areas and you're seeking knowledge improvement in all areas and trying to get 1% better daily in all areas, it's only going to make the other areas better. So how we going to go about that? First, it's about having the vision. It's about having some goals. It's about, what's next. You feel me? You can't get complacent. I feel like I hit a certain mark I've been trying to hit for a minute. If y'all been following the channel, I've been talking about 10K a month for a minute, and that's what I've been trying to hit, and we got there, and I got complacent. I got stuck in not, knowing what was next, because I wasn't, I was satisfied, and that's the worst state you can be in as a man, is being satisfied with where you're at, because now you're stopping your growth, and growth is the ultimate, thing that we're supposed to do in life. We're supposed to grow and strive to become better and become the best version of ourselves at the end of the day. And that's what I want this channel to all be about. I want it to be about entrepreneurship and teaching people how to get it on their own, and then also, becoming the best version of yourself and self-improvement in all areas of life. So, I think, this is just a good time because it's a lot of money for this apartment that I'm moving into. So, to keep my standard of living how I've gotten used to and being able to do what I want when I want, I'm going to have to make more money. I'm going to have to step it up. So that's exactly what we're going to do, The way I'm going to go about that is, right now I'm just doing sales and closing right now for a different company. So I need to build something of my own. I need to build and focus more on this community and audience, and, help more people ultimately, because that's how you're going to increase your money, is by ultimately being more valuable to others. Not necessarily looking for ways that you can do it, but how can you provide more value to others based on what you already know, based on your skill set, based on the things that you've learned. So, as long as I continue to share and provide value to y'all and to anybody else, my clients, people I work with, that's only going to improve my situation financially, right? And then, also just taking time out to the health. I think the health aspect is such a huge part. It's number one. Like, if I would recommend something for everybody to start with, it is health. Because it's like, you can't be the best version of yourself if the engine ain't right, if you ain't got no gas, you know, to push to that next level, right? So, you know, not only is that going to build you physically and make you more attractive, make you feel more confident about yourself, make you stronger, make you, you know, better person in this world, but also it's going to do something mentally. Because a lot of times if you hit a certain goal financially and things start to shift to where you're making money more easier now, and you don't have to put in the manual labor, you don't have to put in the hours, and it's more strategic thinking, then that can allow you to get complacent because you're not putting yourself through hard shit. And that's the biggest thing to build self-discipline and being more on your shit, is doing hard things to make yourself, you know, harder in a way. So you know, David Goggins talks a lot about it, and suffering is the way. And it's so true, bro. I mean, I've made videos on here talking about it in the past, and just like, you know, the pain is what's going to lead to the pleasure, but it's so true. And it's also like a bitter truth a lot of us don't want to accept. But, you know, you come to realize that when you're going through painful situations, because you always come out of that painful situation better than you started, right? Like, you never, the rain is always going to pass. It's always going to be a new sunny day. So it's not necessarily, hey, you know, this is going to last forever. But, you know, once you get out of it, it's easier to have that hindsight perspective. Like me now being in this situation, it's easy to look back and be like, man, you know, all those hard times I went through trying to make shit happen, door dashing till 3 in the morning, door dashing till 2, you know, being out all day, listening to the audiobooks, trying to build the business, building the business in the first half of the day, going out door dashing the second half of the day. All that shit that I hated in the fucking present is leading now to, you know, what's built me to be able to do the things I'm able to do now in business. So that's a big thing, man. It's just like, and trying to have that perspective while you're going through a painful moment, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not gonna say it's easy, like, you know, and I'm not talking about my painful moment right now. Like I said, I'll mention that in maybe a future video or something. But, you know, it's shit I'm going through right now. It's not feeling the best, but I have to keep the perspective of this is molding me into becoming my stronger version. The things that are for you will be for you. The things are not, and God has a plan. So you got to keep all these things in mind and try to convince yourself, you know, that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you to become better, to be actualize your purpose, to reach your highest potential, right? So yeah, man, I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm anxious, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm you know, it's a lot of different emotions, because, you know, anytime you're elevating to the next level, it's some form of unknown. And as humans, we don't like the unknown, because that's not security. As humans, Maslow hierarchy of needs, we look for security first. We want to make sure everything's going to be good, and when it's not, that's uncomfortable. But those uncomfortable situations are what actually cause you to grow. Man, that's such a bar. The uncomfortable situations are what actually will allow you to grow. Because just think about it, a wind can't get stronger, have a thicker branch if it's not experiencing a wind. A tree can't, you know, get thicker and have thicker branches unless experiencing wind to where it needs to get stronger. You know, life is gonna give you what you need. So if you have a vision of yourself and it's uncommon things that most people aren't able to do, you're gonna have an uncommon path to get there. You're gonna have to go through adversity, because you're gonna have to be stronger than the average person. So knowing that kind of allows for some peace, you know, to say, okay, and you know, what it's gonna really come down to is just doubling down on self and doubling down on self-improvement. You know, there's nothing you can fix about external situations, because things you can't control, you know, you can't do nothing with that. You can only control what you can control, and you can control self. You can control what you do every day. You can control what you wake up and consume. You can control what you're listening to. So it's about feeding the mind positive things when you're going through something, and feeding the mind positive things once you're going through uncomfortable situations. And also self-talk and visualization, because sometimes the positive things, externally are not going to be there. And you have to rely on self. You have to put your, you know, talk to yourself differently. So yeah, man, I just wanted to make this quick vid. Give some encouragement out there for anybody that's going through something. You know, you'll get past it. It's just about doubling down on self and having the perspective that pain is ultimately going to lead to later pleasure and satisfaction. if you're going into something new in your life and it's unknown, that's a great feeling. That means you're growing, because without the unknown, you can't grow. And yeah, and just keep getting better every day, and just keep having a 1% better improving mindset, and never getting complacent on where you're at based on where you come from. Continue to set those visions higher and higher, so there's always something to strive for in that next level to reach. I hope that makes sense. Like I said, more vids to come. Y'all subscribe, like the video, stay tuned for what I got going on. And yeah, y'all have a great rest of your day. Stay blessed, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Yeah.